Dr. Thomas C. Johnston, a distinguished physician known for his unwavering commitment to his patients, especially during the tuberculosis epidemic. His presence and work at the sanatorium have become part of the lore surrounding the place, with some stories suggesting that his spirit may still linger there. In the early 1900s, Waverly Hills Sanatorium was built in Louisville, Kentucky, to treat patients with tuberculosis. The disease was rampant, and the sanatorium soon filled with over 400 patients. Doctors and nurses worked tirelessly, but many patients succumbed to the illness. The death toll was so high that a tunnel, known as the body chute, was built to discreetly transport the deceased out of the building to avoid distressing the living patients. One night, a nurse named Mary was working the night shift on the 5th floor. This floor was notorious among staff and patients because it housed those with severe mental and physical conditions. It was also rumored to be haunted by the spirits of those who had died there. Mary had heard the stories, but didn't believe in ghosts. Around midnight, as Mary was doing her rounds, she heard a faint whisper. At first, she thought it was one of the patients, but when she checked, everyone was asleep. The whispering grew louder and seemed to be coming from the old operating room, where Dr. Johnston had conducted numerous procedures. Curiosity got the better of her, and she decided to investigate. As Mary entered the room, the temperature dropped suddenly. Her breath became visible in the cold air. The whispering stopped, and an eerie silence filled the room. Suddenly, the door slammed shut behind her. She tried to open it, but it wouldn't budge. Mary started to panic when she realized she was trapped. Then out of the corner of her eye, she saw a figure in the corner of the room. It was a ghostly apparition of a man in a doctor's coat. His eyes were hollow, and he seemed to be staring right at her. Mary screamed, but no sound came out. The ghost slowly approached her, reaching out with a skeletal hand. Just as the ghost was about to touch her, the door flew open and another nurse burst in. The apparition vanished instantly, but Mary, she was on the floor unconscious. When she awoke, she was unable to speak about what had happened. Mary left Waverly Hills after a traumatizing event, and no one has heard of her ever since. Over the years, many others reported similar experiences. Patients and staff alike saw shadowy figures, heard disembodied voices, and felt unexplained cold spots. The 5th floor, in particular, became infamous for its hauntings. Some believed that the spirits of the dead were trapped there, unable to find peace. Today, Waverly Hills is a popular spot for ghost hunters and thrill seekers. Many have claimed to capture paranormal activity on camera, and the sanatorium remains one of the most haunted places in America. The tales of ghostly encounters continue to chill the bones of those who dare to visit.